Tonight, I would like to revisit a subject I have discussed here before: leadership and communication in a time of crisis. Now, before I lay my case, let me acknowledge the uncertainty of the times we're living in. Certainly, none of us in our lifetime has ever lived through a pandemic. It's difficult to know what will happen tomorrow, let alone a month or two from now. Yet it is precisely because of this uncertainty that communication, and the right kind at that, is indispensable. As I've said here before, communicating what you are doing is just as important as what you are actually doing, especially in times of crisis. Communication can build trust and enable the public to understand your decisions as a leader, even when you yourself are uncertain about what the next steps will look like. That is why I'm extremely concerned about everything we've been hearing from the Ministry of Education throughout this pandemic. Of course, we understand that whether the school year can resume or not has been dependent on whether or when we flatten the curve. But how we have been briefed on this important fact is baffling, to say the least. You see, first, the CS for Education, Professor George Magoha, told us that schools could possibly reopen in September, as it was predicted that we would have hit our peak by then. Then we heard that perhaps those sitting their final exams could possibly do so around April 2021. Then we also heard of a possibility of a date in October. And then we were told, quite boldly, I might add, that we should consider the 2020 school year lost. Oh, and we've also seen guidelines on community-based learning. At some point, we got word that schools might reopen sooner than January 2021, and this was in response to a journalist's question on the declining positivity rate. During this same period, we've heard from the same CS that as far as he's concerned, online learning has been going on across the country. This is despite all the challenges from access to cost that have been raised by parents. And now we have a new set of guidelines for reopening. All of this in a space of just 6 months. Folks, this is not a normal time. People are hurting and many lives have been disrupted beyond comprehension. And so when messages on an important sector like education leave more questions than answers, more heat than light, what are we to do? Why is it so difficult to just make us understand? For instance, how many parents understand the community-based learning? Will there be classrooms? Who are the teachers? How many learners will there be at a time? And by the way, why is it so difficult for the CS to tell us when he is not sure? I mean, if he doesn't know, then he doesn't know. And that is perfectly all right. Perhaps to say as much would not be a mark of weakness. It's actually a mark of strength, an admission that he's actually human like the rest of us. And how about just being a little empathetic? When he says, for instance, that it is insane to imagine that the ministry can build more classrooms in 4 months, what are we to make of this? And what are we to do with our insanity? Folks, what I'm trying to say is that we need better communication. The CS has 10.8 million learners in both public and primary schools, 4 million learners in secondary schools, over 550,000 in TVETs and village polytechnics, and close to 320,000 students in both public and private universities. Not to mention the close to 500,000 teachers, as well as non-teaching staff, parents and guardians, and many other stakeholders in the education sector. All of them are anxious. All of them are hanging on every word and every piece of communication coming from the CS. His communication needs to be clear, precise, and timely, and more importantly, empathic. The last thing these very tired Kenyans would want from the CS is being talked down to, being given unclear messaging, a casual attitude. One pandemic is already bad enough. And that is my take tonight.